Time. Selfish by nature, and it waits for no one. But tonight, dear listener, we at Penance RPG bring you another tale from the minds of Nikolai Popsky and Artie McNeil. A tale of a village with a hidden secret and a party of heroes racing against the clock. So as we wind up the timer, we bid thee stay a while, for this is one of many variations of our 2019 Halloween story.
Welcome to the first of the test scripts for the Penance RPG Halloween Special 2019. Unlike the final versions of this, these may be slightly different, and it's basically to tune what's happening. But, for the most part, they'll be similar, so let us just get on with the story. This group will be mostly the folks from Plummet, who will introduce themselves in time, but first of all, I will just say that you have all responded to a appeal for work on the wall of a tavern, where it looks for people seeking adventure to come work for an adventure guild who wish to send you off to find someone who's gone missing. So, as you all take your seat around the table, you all start by introducing yourselves. So, from the bottom, we have, please tell me who you are, who you play normally, and who you're playing tonight.
Well, it's me, Leonida. I normally play various characters in Plummet, and tonight I'm playing Sneaky McDuggins, male dwarven magician, who's got the name Sneaky just because in his home everyone was being rogues. So his mother thought that he would be a rogue as well, but he just thought that, no, maybe lighting up the dark place instead of sneaking around in it would be a better idea. So, highly intelligent, but the name is sort of misfitting.
I see. Next we have AJ.
Hey, I'm AJ. On Plummet, I've been known to play Igneous and... oh god, what's my other character's name? Slasher, that's the one. And I've previously played Osmond on Curse of Penance. Tonight I'm playing Old Jim, the Prospector. He's a prospector. Just prospects.
I'm going to leave that gap in of just silence.
I hope you do, because it was super awkward, but in a really good way.
Yes, it was.
Next
I'm
we
quite
have
happy
Valerie.
with the future prospects for this character. Oh shit, that's me.
Yes, you.
Hey, it's me, Valerie. To say who I regularly play at this current moment in time, given the rate that I get through characters, is probably disingenuous. But I'm currently playing... what do I even call him? Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm Jimmy Juggins, Master Wizard.
No, you're
I'm
not
playing
Jimmy
him.
Juggins.
Is it not
Your
Jimmy Juggins?
Balthazar jumping, whatever the fuck.
No, not I meant in the other thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But right now, in the now time, this moment present, currently,
Hey, I'm playing Balthazar Jumping Backdraft. Number one stuntsman in all the land. I don't need no adventure guild, my whole damn life's an adventure. But I'm looking to close it out with one last stunt. Cement my place in the annals of time.
and apparently do my voice in.
You've lasted under 4 minutes so far with that voice.
I mean, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm just going to be very sore in the morning. Don't take that soundbite.
Physically restraining myself
my.
and saying that's what she said to that. But...
Yeah.
Mhm. And finally, for this group, we have Ash.
Hello, I usually play Whispers in the Gloaming, one of the few characters who survived so far in Plummet all the way, which probably means she's going to die pretty soon. And tonight I am playing Asher Penhallow. He is a noble knight who wants nothing more than to defend the helpless and purge the wicked wherever he may find them.
Okay. So, after a particular amount of time, a man in obvious finery walks in, he takes a seat at your table, and he introduces himself as Christoph Raducan. He is the one in charge, effectively, of a particular branch of beast hunters. And he informs you that one of his best beast hunters has responded to a letter about a month ago, but there has been no response from him in the last few weeks. And whenever he contacts the village to ask how he's getting on, or if he's left or anything, the village has not replied either. He doesn't have anyone he can send from his current sort of crop of crits, effectively, so he decided just to hire a bunch of adventurers just to go down and make sure that this beast hunter has not been, shall we say, slaughtered and got rid of. So he looks at you and asks, do you have any questions?
Yeah, how much is
Where
to
is the
pay?
village, sir?
Yeah, how much coin we getting for this here hornswoggle?
Well, you should be down there hopefully by this evening, and you'll be back within a week. We will pay you 300 gold for the week once you return, each.
Each, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got no further questions then.
There's a lot I could do with 300 gold faces. I'm in.
I love it.
Okay. Do you want to ask anything about the village?
Yeah, how many carts do they have?
He tells you that the village is in the sort of shadow of a massive castle, and that no one's really lived there since the royal family died several generations ago. But the small village is now mostly known for production of turnips.
I mean, I can jump a turnip. That'll do.
Is there much skill?
I
in
bet
jumping
them
turnips?
turnip.
I mean, if you get enough of them lined up. Me and Sparkles, whatever I called him, my horse, can jump anything.
Sparkles, whatever I call them.
That's a strange name for a horse there, mister. I would have just gone with Sparkles.
I drink a lot, okay?
Look, we all drink a lot. Why do you think we're here?
Are you trying to remember or forget?
A little from column A, a little from column B. Trying to remember my full name, trying to forget all the trouble I've had in my long years of prospecting.
Edge, I think this might be my
silence.
favourite character of yours.
See how it drags after 3 hours.
No, I like that. I like it when a character completely outstays its welcome. It's even funnier.
So, I guess if none of you want to ask anything else, you'll be away then.
That we will.
Well, I take it we got a good description of this beast hunter, so we know who to look for.
You've not asked for it, so you've not got anything.
I've been waiting to actually get a chance to say anything. To ask
Alright.
for more details about where we're going and what the person we're after looks like. We can't find your person that we're looking for.
You're going to a small village called Dorohersk, and you're looking for a beast hunter by the name of Wilfred Barsh.
And how shall we know your friend should we find him?
He will be quite obvious, effectively, to you. He should look like what you imagine a beast hunter looks like. A sort of long black cloak. Basically, if you sort of imagine Van Helsing, and you kind of get what this guy looks like.
Showed a lot of promise, but once you get into the cinema, about 20 minutes in, you realize it's terrible.
The wrong Van Helsing.
Uh,
That was terrible. that
seen a
film.
lot of interpretations
Anthony
of that. Yes.
He looks a bit like Anthony Hopkins then.
Yes, let's go with that one.
Tony Hops.
So, they tell you that, as I said, it's basically just the village of Dorohersk is mostly just known for turnip production, and it's there's in the shadow of this castle. And about 6 months ago, the village started sending them letters saying, "We've got a vampire, we've got a vampire, you need to send someone, we've got a vampire." And the only reason that Wilfred left to investigate is because it's the summer, and the summer is typically quite quiet. He thought he'd be there and back in a week.
Well, summer would be the time to be hunting vampires with the most amount of daylight.
Yeah.
Do you tend to have a big vampire problem around here, good sir?
We tend to not have any vampires during the summer season because there's a lot of sunlight, as you just said. It tends to be very quiet for vampire and beast hunters around this time of year.
See, I'm not just a pretty face.
Exactly.
Having Batman in the corner.
I like that we all sound like really bad voice acting in like
You've all sounded
a C-list
smoking
game.
Smoking, waiting for the game to start.
If you can think of a better way to make a terrible cartoon in 1988, then, let me know.
Okay. So, you head outside, you pack up, and you head off towards this village. As you arrive, it's getting into sort of early evening, and you pull up into this small-looking village. It is, again, as I said, at the foot of this. It's more like a keep than a castle. It's like a sort of single, more square-like. It's not sprawling. It's like a sort of quite contained castle. But you're in this village that's just underneath it. A small slanted road comes down from the castle to the village. It looks quite overgrown. And as you pull into this sort of blacksmith area, you notice that there are 6 locations throughout the town that you could potentially go and visit at any point. These locations are the castle itself, the blacksmith stables area that you are at now, the town hall building, the inn, the town square, and what's a very weird looking graveyard just outside of town. So, as you sort of pull in to the village itself, you notice that the graveyard and the town square look quite deserted, but the castle, the blacksmith stables, the town hall, and the inn all look like they've got some sort of activity going on. Which would you like to come visit?
So, I dismount from my horse that I have decided to call Blaze now.
Rename a horse, eh? That's bad luck.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Better name. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's more rad. Yeah. Well, I think we should probably go to the inn. I don't know about you guys, but it's been at least 4 hours since I've had a drink. Well, yeah. And I'm pretty sure my blood is like 40% liquor right now.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I'm in danger of sobering up, but I do want to go talk to this here blacksmith to see if I can strike a little side deal. I feel like my voice has changed in the last scene.
I will tell you now that the format of this adventure is there are time slots and you choose one location for all of you to go to in that time slot. This means that you will encounter bits of the story as it goes through, but you will not see absolutely everything before the end. So when you choose your location now from those 4 locations that are available, we will start there, and then once that's done, I'll tell you what the options are for the next time slot, and then we go from there, and then so on and so on and so on until the end.
Okay, cool.
Surely if this gentleman we're looking for was here by invitation, he would have sought out the headman of the village, which would be the town hall, I'd have thought. Perhaps we should report there to see if he arrived.
Yeah, I think she's got it head on the nail, you know. Just going by logic. I need to see the blacksmith as well, but to see if he has any magical staffs. Why the fuck he would have that, I don't know, but yeah, but maybe the town hall is a good start, guys.
Just so long as we can get a drink afterwards.
We're gonna have to sleep tonight, so of course we're gonna have a drink. I mean, the inn is the obvious choice for the night's hula baloo, so to speak. So.
The only way to drown out the screams in my dreams as well.
Yeah, helps keep the nightmares away. Well, I can scream in your dream if you want to.
I would rather you did not, sir.
We'll see how that goes. Just imagine me screaming with this voice. Ah!
Hooked on a feeling.
Truly chilling.
So, where are you going? Which location are you going to?
I think we're heading to the town hall if you guys agree that we do that.
That was my suggestion as well, but I don't know if everyone else is agreeing.
Yeah, well, let's get some answers there then at the town hall, but I don't trust them government types.
Okay, so you make your way towards town hall. Immediately as you push inside the door, you hear a loud debate going on between what looks like 3 men, really. 2 of them look obviously quite older, and one of them looks significantly younger than the other 2. They seem to be arguing about if someone called Bill is safe or a hazard to the village. What do you do?
I mean, there are plenty of people who see what I do is dangerous, but I wouldn't be going anywhere. Gotta give something Bill to cheer them up and keep them interested. Well, I mean, Balthazar, you're a stuntman, so maybe you should, just go in there and... Yeah, maybe I should show them some real danger.
Yeah, do a flip or something.
And I get on my horse, now called Lightning.
Have you brought your horse with you?
Where I go, lightning goes.
Yeah, bring that horse in here. Show these government types who's boss.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go up to them and do that thing where you make your horse rear back and go, yeah, because that's the noise horses make, apparently.
Is that you making the horse or the horse making the horse?
No, that's the horse going to make that noise.
Okay.
I was just imitating the sound that a horse makes for illustrative purposes.
Okay, so what are you going to do once your horse is reared? Are you just going to see what they do, or what?
You guys know nothing about real danger. Point me to this Bill. We'll see if he's the real deal. See how rad he really is.
The men you're looking at, two of them look quite worried. One of them, the sort of younger one, looks sort of indifferent to the fact you've just turned up, but quite glad that everyone stopped shouting. He looks at you and goes, "So exactly what are you going to do if we inform you where Bill is?"
Jump over.
I'm going to see if he's the real deal.
I see, and what would that entail?
Well, I mean, can he jump a ravine with his horse?
No, but he
Can
could
he
probably
escape while
shoot
tied
you.
up in a river?
He could probably shoot you. He's been trying to shoot our vampire for the past month. So,
But can he catch an arrow in his teeth?
If I may interject here, please. Might this Bill go by the name of Wilfred, really? I mean, Bill sounds like a nickname for Wilfred.
I have no idea. We've just known him as Bill, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ernst? And this sort of balding man with this massive moustache sort of flusters. You can't bring that horse in here!
Oh, shut up. He just did.
This ain't just a horse. This is a noble stunt horse.
And
A
what
schizophrenic
exactly
noble
was
stunt
a
horse.
Noble stunt horse.
Sure, if you wish to leave him outside, my horse would keep him company.
Well, I'm not
Your
sure
horse
that
in.
Balthasar wants to leave his horse. So, where the horse goes, Balthasar probably goes as well.
Yeah, plus I can't really stand up at the moment. I'm kinda sauced.
Are you just playing the drunk stuntman?
Apparently now, yeah.
Good sir, could you perhaps tell us where we might find this Bill that you're talking about? Then we might be able to go and talk to him and find out if he's the one we've been sent to find.
The balding man immediately goes, "He's a menace! He punched my wife!
Why did he punch your wife then?
He's a menace!
Ladies, terrible of him.
He's a menace to all our system! He punched my wife! All she did was say, 'Good morning, sir!' She punched him.
Well,
Does
we're
indeed
all
sound
liable to be a little
Be
bit
dealt with.
grouchy.
But tell us where we could find him. We'll go and we will deal with this gentleman for you.
The younger one looks at you and says, "Where is Bill usually at this time?"
Hopefully the inn.
No, he watches the castle overnight to try and kill the vampire. You might find him up the tree.
The tree?
The tree?
Yes, he's quite prone to sitting up that tree. It seems to have been the sort of place he likes to sit, really.
Can you give us directions, please, to this tree?
It's in the graveyard.
Oh, the graveyard. That's a light place to go to. Nice and calm, yeah.
Yes, quite quiet overnight. But that's where Bill sits. He sits and watches the castle, and I wouldn't advise you go and talk to him, though. He's quite angry recently.
And why is that?
Oh, he just says everyone's rude, and he's been getting more and more annoyed in the past month that people just keep being themselves. He just seems grumpy. The balding man goes, "And what of Mr. and Mrs. Goggins? Bill can't come through the village after what he did to them."
What did he
Nobody's...
do to him?
We don't talk about that, Ernst.
How are you gonna solve any problems if you don't talk about them? Let's hear it. Spill the beans.
We've talked about it enough. One of them told Bill that they could do a better job than him and challenged him to a duel. And then Bill shot him.
Sounds like a gentleman's agreement, though. Don't encroach on another man's claim, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
So what
We've
was
had
Goggins
enough
doing then?
complaints from his widow trying to get money out of us from the effect of Bill in her life.
So did this Mr. Goggins try to kill vampires him as well, or what was he encroaching on?
You know, you can't just kill a vampire, you know, it's very few people in this world who, have the cleanliness of a, blessed hunter. I mean, do you want your soul to be damned for all eternity?
Well, my soul is nothing to be damned for eternity, so it doesn't really matter. Still thinking, what was Bill doing before he sat in the tree? Before he was hunting a vampire. What was his occupation?
Ernst, what did Bill do before he sat in the tree? And Ernst goes, "He's always sat in the tree. Since he arrived last month, he's done nothing but sit in that tree and shout at people."
You can remember what you say, oh, my horse's name isn't Chase.
We really have to have that animal here.
Balthazar, you might want to, get that booze out of your system so you remember your horse's name. He's gonna go nuts after a while otherwise.
Hey, Chase knows who he is. He knows who I am. And he knows the thrill. The thrill of the stunt.
Yeah, jumping with turnips. Yeah, cool. So, is there anything else you can tell us about this Bill guy or anything else that he has done in the time he has been here?
Well, I mean, he arrived, we paid him, well, half of what we owed him because he said he would get the other half when he killed the vampire. And then he sort of set about, I suppose, building a nest in that damn tree.
Okay, did he say where he came from?
Oh, we applied to some guild in the nearby city. They sent Bill. And they said that, well, we've been applying for the last 6 months to try and get someone to come deal with this vampire, and it seems to have taken Bill over a month to even get close to him. He's not even shot the damn thing yet.
Okay, there wasn't the guy called Wilfred who came by earlier from the guild?
I'm not familiar with a Wilfred. I mean, all I know is Bill. And you can't even shout, "Hey, Bill," because he gets very angry.
Alright, we'll go and have a chat with him.
Hear me out here, Sneaky. Perhaps this Bill is short for Wilfred or whatever the hell his name was of the guy that we were looking for. William, Wilfred. I'm a little drunk.
Like I said before, it's probably a nickname for Wilfred, but wasn't Wilfred supposed to be in here like a half a year or something like now? And
I mean, that would be 6 months.
Yeah, that would be 6 months. And Will has been here a month, so, but I mean, yeah.
I'm just saying, sometimes names get shortened. I'm called Old Jim. Yeah. Everybody calls me Old Jim.
And you don't look like you're old, so I mean, yeah, that's just, you got a nickname. I know how it works. Yeah.
I've seen my share of winters, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I can tell, but that's what I'm thinking as well, so we'll maybe just go talk to this guy, but maybe we should get all the information from these guys first, if there's anything else special that happened about him,
You guys wait a cliff jumping minute here. They said this guy's been here for half a year.
No, but they said they've been applying for a hunter to be sent for half a year. Not that the hunter had actually been here for half a year.
No, he's only been here a month.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what if the guy they sent is the vampire?
And then I'm going to pull out my guitar and do like a little bit of like suspenseful music, like play
like a minor chord.
Let's go and find this gentleman of which they speak, and if we think he might be the vampire, we douse him in holy water and see if he burns.
Yeah, I actually got something with me. I got holy water, so that's cool. And Balthazar, what was your name of your horse again?
This is Bolt. Good old Bolt, he's been with me for years.
Cool. Yeah, just checking the state of your mind, so yeah. So what do you think, guys? Should we head over to the graveyard? The nice calm place? And these guys can fight on if they want to.
Talk to Bill.
Let's go and see if we can find this Bill and see if he is indeed Wilfred.
Okay, so your second time slot, your choices are the castle, the inn, and the graveyard. Where do you want to go?
Guys, should we go to the inn to get some more booze first, and then go to the graveyard, or should we go to the graveyard right away?
I bet the graveyard
to single, and I don't like it.
I'm with Asher on this. The graveyard seems like I want to speak to this Bill really quickly before he. Well, he won't disappear, I probably think, but you never know.
All right, so just so long as we can go get some more alcohol afterward.
Yeah. Normally I'd be agreeing with you, Jim, but I'm going to be honest what I got planned. I want to be as sharp as I can be.
Oh yeah, you're gonna jump some gravestones with your horse?
Nah, they say Bill shoots people, right?
Yeah.
I'ma catch that in my teeth.
Oh, that's a cool stunt. Yeah. We'll probably try that later after we've spoken to him, but yeah.
No, I can get
I can probably summon some demon that can make some actual moving pictures with you doing that as well, and we can just spread it all over the country. That would be awesome.
Nah, that wouldn't be real. It's gotta be real.
I mean, there's just gonna be a lot of dead people watching you do it.
It isn't right if you don't have the thrill of death behind you.
I think you might want to have the thrill of death before you rather than behind you, but...
Like staking a claim in rattlesnake country.
Yeah, that sounds also really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, Jim knows what it's about. Jim knows the life.
The thrill of the chase. Find that gold.
Yeah,
Stay
seems
away
like a
from death.
seems like a tedious action, but whatever tickles your fancy.
Look, man, I don't come to where you are and make fun of your interests.
Well, you don't know my interests, so of course you wouldn't.
I feel like we don't know each other as well as we maybe could have done.
Maybe we'll get time to chit-chat a bit in the inn after we've been to the graveyard and spoken to this Bill guy. If we're still alive, that is. Let's get out there then. What do you say, guys?
Graveyard on 3. 1, 2, 3.
3.
Imagine like a newspaper spinning.
Meanwhile, in the graveyard.
I do wish to ready an action to try and catch whatever it shoots in my teeth when we get there.
When you arrive at the graveyard, it's very much into night. You walk around and you notice that all the graves seem to be covered in a thick layer of what looks like some sort of small growing plant. And in the middle of the graveyard, obviously up a tree, is this figure, and he's got a crossbow pointed towards the door of the castle. What do you do?
Well, howdy, mister.
Hello there.
Gosh, Vitania, will you just leave me alone? I'm trying to kill your vampire.
We're from head office. We come to check on you.
Yes, I'm fine now. Go away, I'm trying to kill the vampire.
You're quite a distance from that there castle.
Yeah, but if I get closer, he sees me.
So some sort of trick shot in mind, eh?
No, just got old Betsy. Very strong crossbow.
So you're gonna, pierce his heart from here? That seems stupid.
Through the head.
That doesn't kill a vampire.
Silver arrows, it will slow him down enough I can get to him and finish him.
Wow.
That's werewolves.
That's werewolf silver. That doesn't do anything to a vampire.
Blessed silver will do.
Anyway, from what I hear, you couldn't hit the broadside of the barn, Bill.
Go away, pig.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in you.
Quick question though, Bill. Might your name actually be
My
Wilfred?
name is not Bill! How many of you people do I have to tell you my name is not Bill?
At least
What is it then?
Then, good sir, could you perhaps tell us the name you wish to be called by?
My name is Wilfred. My name is not Bill. It's not, hey Bill, it's not Bill.
Well, Mr. Wilfred, have you actually been sent by the guy from your agency, sort of, and he wanted to know what's happened to you. That's why we're here.
Tell him these villagers are a bunch of ignorant pricks. They will not leave me alone long enough to concentrate to kill the vampire.
So, have you seen the vampire?
He lives in that castle.
And he points the castle.
And he comes out.
Yeah, but have you seen him?
Yes. He comes out.
What's his whole
at night,
deal?
carries those buckets.
And he points, and you can see just in front of the door of the castle, you see this pile of metal buckets.
He goes for them.
Forsooth, good sir, is there aught we might do to assist thee?
Just leave me be. I want to kill this vampire. Then I can get the hell out of here.
Well, hold your horses now. What's the deal with these here buckets?
I
What
don't
good
know.
does a vampire have with buckets?
I don't know. Just know they're full of dried blood.
You can spot that from here?
No, I've been up to the castle, but the castle's door is not penetrable. Apart from maybe with black powder.
Ah, okay. Or magic, perhaps.
No, it has a ward on it. It is resilient to most things.
So, how do you actually know that it's dried blood and not red paint?
Because I have looked at it and smelled it. You can walk up to the castle yourself if you don't believe me. Just don't get in the
Oh,
way.
well,
of
you
my
mean
shot.
just don't shoot us if we do it, though.
Or do I got something planned?
Well, yeah, we could actually use your shooting abilities later on with Balthasar. He's gonna do a nice stunt trick. But we'll tell you about that later.
You can pay me if you want me to use this little magic trick.
Hey, this
Of
ain't
course.
magic, this is pure skill.
Yeah, the best skill he got so far is renaming his horse. He's really good at that.
Well, I was thinking, what if I rode up on Flair here, and we stole those buckets to draw out that vamp?
You can try and do that. Maybe it will work, but
You will be ready with your crossbow if we draw him out for you. I think.
I will be here till
But,
dawn. To
why
leave
haven't-
this place?
Why haven't you shot him when he's out with his buckets then, if you see him?
Because every time I shoot him, one of those bastard villagers come by. Hey, Bill, how are you doing? And I miss my shot. He waits till I aim and then yells. Bastard villagers.
Okay.
I just want to wait
So
on
what
this
of
godforsaken hellhole.
Yeah, earmuffs would be nice. Or just
What if we
a
just
silencing
shot it?
spell. Yeah.
Well, what did you say the name of your there crossbow is?
Betsy.
That's mighty pretty. See, I might name my pickaxe Nelly. Not relevant, I just like making conversation.
I'm thinking about giving you a patty on the head, so yeah.
So, I ain't gonna lie, guys, I got a plan B.
What was plan A?
Always got... Plan A was steal the buckets. Plan B is we stay here and we figure out a way to distract or turn away any of the villagers that might come along.
I was thinking the same thing, but I think if we tell the villagers to just fuck off, then they might actually do it, and then he can kill the vampire, and that will be the end of it. Yeah, that was my idea. Yeah, this is a small town, yeah, but can just...
Everybody's in everybody's business. Everybody's
just
nosing around.
Can't we just soundproof the whole graveyard and sort of put a ward or something around it so they
Well, you
can't come
see
here
that,
and
but-
disturb him?
There ain't no walls to soundproof. This being a graveyard and all.
Plus, I haven't got nearly enough egg boxes to land the complete dome over this graveyard.
Egg boxes, that sounds like an interesting idea. What the fuck is that?
It's a little box made of cardboard. You fit 6 to 12 eggs in it, depending on the construction.
What is cardboard?
Either way, never you mind what cardboard is. Either way, you line your intended structure with them and they just diffuse the sound. Maybe that'll keep the villagers away.
Oh, that sounds interesting, but I saw the walls in my head around this graveyard. But if there's no walls, then just soundproof the tree or whatnot.
Well, why don't we just
And
make
we
a
go
big
split it.
sign and write "fuck off" on it?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I like that, definitely. Or maybe we just go back to the town hall and tell them to just stop pestering him. You know?
Chill it ill. Don't be so shrill on the sign. See if that keeps people away.
Yeah, but he ain't Bill, he's Will.
Yeah.
I know, but they all know him as Bill.
Well, maybe we should tell them to start with to call him Wilfred and don't call him at all. I'm
Or at
feeling
least
like,
get them to compromise and call him Bilford.
well, you and names, I wouldn't at all, Balthazar. Just keep renaming your horse and stick to that.
I don't know what you're talking about. AC has been with me all my life.
So maybe we should just go to the inn, have a few beers, and get a good night's sleep, and then we can take care of the villagers and whatnot tomorrow.
What do you think there, Asher?
I think we need to make sure that Bill is not disturbed and that the vampire is dealt with.
Well,
All
yeah,
right,
but
guys.
he's been here a month. There's no rush.
Plan C. We find a barrel. I take these manacles and I tie my hands behind my back. Then you guys wrap this chain around the barrel and put a cover with my lock. Then you cover it with oil and set it on fire. The villagers will be so captivated they won't even care about Bill here. I mean Will.
Are you finished in the graveyard?
I say we find that barrel.
Yeah.
Unless anyone's got a better idea than setting me on fire in a barrel.
Yeah, we're not gonna set you on fire, Balthazar. That's
I
gonna
mean,
end up
not
badly.
me,
We should
but
set-
the barrel.
Perhaps we should set the vampire on fire.
Yeah, that sounds like a better idea. Or just stick a pole through his heart.
At this point, you realise you've been talking and discussing ideas most of the night, and it's now dawn. And as dawn breaks, you notice Bill grumpily pack up his crossbow and head off to the field. Then you ask him where he's going, and he tells you that he isn't staying in no flea-bitten inn that would even put him up for free. So he's going to go and sleep in the field as he always does. He'll be back later this afternoon.
I don't know if I like Wilfred expecting the innkeeper to work for exposure, but I don't like fleas myself.
I mean, I don't know why anyone would want to see anyone's junk.
No.
Surely if you're hunting vampires,
Exposure.
the best time to go looking for them is during the day, so no way they're asleep.
Yeah, but if we can't get into the castle because of the ward's on the door, that's gonna be really hard.
Can we just edit out that really tortured exposure joke.
I think we should keep it because it was really, really bad.
It was, that's why we should edit it out. It made sense in my head.
I can feel myself in two minds what to do.
It made sense in my head.
We can just go up and check the door, see if we're getting into the castle somehow, and check the buckets ourselves as well.
The options you have at this point are the castle, the sort of blacksmith area, the town hall again, the inn, and the town square. Where would you like to go?
I say we go to the inn, we rest, we drink, and we drum up some excitement for putting me in a barrel and setting it on fire.
No, we're not gonna set you in a barrel and put it on fire.
I'll come out alive and all of the villagers will be here out of the way you will.
Well, I'm thinking like this, Balthazar. If we instead, sort of get in a close quarter combat with a vampire, you could sort of kill a vampire as a stunt, and that would be the most awesome stunt you've ever done on your horse Turbo. So yeah.
You could do a kickflip over him.
A stunt has to be pointless for it to count as a stunt.
Well, doing a kickflip over a vampire, that is really, really real. Yeah.
Are you guys
Pointless.
implying that I'd jump on a horse over a vampire and somehow make the horse rotate like 360 degrees on the horizontal plane underneath me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, exactly. A horse kickflip.
I mean, that would be pretty rad.
Nobody's ever seen it before.
Yep.
No, I
And it's
suppose they ain't.
totally pointless as well, so yeah. We should set that up instead. That would
Right.
be really awesome. Yeah.
Then we should go to the blacksmith, because we's going to need a ramp.
Well, no, I'm presuming
go
we...
to the castle to investigate this vampire, or supposed
Yeah.
vampire.
Yeah, we need to go to the castle to just, check out the area first so we can know where to set up the stuff, set up the ramp and all that stuff. We need to, investigate the area first. And then we know what we need to actually do the trick, the stunt. So checking out the castle should be main priority.
I mean, I do have 3 in tinker and I could probably jury-rig something.
Does that count as metagaming?
What? Making a horse
Just
that
listing your stats.
So do we want to head up to the castle, guys, or where are we going?
Yeah, I think we should go to the castle and scout out.
You figure out where to put your stunt show. Spectacular.
Yeah.
Boy, it'll be spectacular.
So, you going to the castle?
I think so.
If everyone wants to do that, is Asher in on it too?
Going to the castle makes sense.
Then we're heading to the castle, boys and girls.
So, you head up to the castle. As you get quite close to it, you notice that outside the castle itself are hundreds and hundreds of... There are crucifixes, there are other religious iconography. It's just it seems to adorn all around outside it, as if hundreds of people seem to have put this down to try and deter the vampire from leaving the castle. As you examine the castle door itself, the door is heavily marked, as in it's had, it looks like several hundred strike marks to try and open it, and it seems to have withstood all of them. A couple of arrows embedded deep into the door quite high up, and you notice that there are indeed a small pile of rusted buckets to one side, and on the ground there's a single set of footprints leading to and from the same door that you're looking at now. What do you do?
That was where he carried his victims.
No, the buckets, not the victims. But I'm thinking that this Wilfred guy is a really bad shot. I don't know why anyone would want to employ him. Can we see if the footprints have ever been past the crosses, like the crucifixes and stuff like that? Or
The footprints go straight past, they seem to lead down into town.
Oh, okay. So
Like
the
these villagers never took the time to find out the religion of this vampire.
No, exactly. I think I'm gonna check out the words on this door with my super arcana. Here we go. Inspired by Balthazar here, because everything has to have a cool name nowadays.
You look at the door, it obviously has some kind of basic magic protection put in place.
Is it something I can unravel?
Not really, no. It seems to basically be strong enough that it will generally withstand the most simple magic.
Can I dig a tunnel under the door?
I'm sure as a prospector you could try, but let's not get into this.
Last time we tried digging under a door, 3 halflings died.
Is there a doorbell?
There's not a doorbell. There is a door knocker.
I shall try knocking loudly on the door knocker.
Everybody in this town has seemed pretty rude. Maybe they just haven't knocked so far.
Well, I mean, I was thinking about knocking as well, but not during daytime when he's sleeping. If he actually has him, he's a vampire.
Well, yes.
Can everyone roll me an awareness check, please? Okay. Everyone apart from Sneaky McDuggins hears the sound of someone behind the door. It sounds like they're sobbing and yelling, "Just leave me alone, I'll go back out later."
So guys, did you hear anything?
Not a thing. Apart from that guy inside or sobbing, but I don't know if that's what we're here for.
Is a guy inside sobbing? I was fiddling with my robe. I sort of missed that, but yeah.
Is that what we're calling it?
Good morning, good sir. Perhaps do you have time to talk about our Lord and Master God?
I'm going to roll and see what response you get from that. You get a, "I know your tricks. You'll want me to open the door. I'm not going to open the door because that fucking bastard will shoot me."
How tall is the door?
It's about 2.5 meters. It's a proper grand castle door.
Well, the thing is,
He's gone to sleep.
That's what he would say. And I'll open the door and he'll get a crossbow.
you could try opening the door and stand aside, and we can open it and come into you and talk to you.
No, I'm not opening the door. He'll shoot me.
I mean, I got a plan for when he shoots at us, so don't worry.
Stuntman here. He can catch the arrow between his teeth.
Does the stuntman need all the blood in his body to stay in his body?
I mean, I have lost a lot of blood over the years.
Well, there's a bucket
I don't see how our little
If you were to fill it for me, I would appreciate it. I mean, if you had any blood.
What is your name, good sir?
It's Brian.
Oh, hello, Brian. I am Sneaky McDuggins, magician by the trade.
You ain't by any chance one of them vampire sorts, are you, Brian?
I'm not a vampire, I'm a bloody archivist!
Oh. That's the
Bastard in the tree keeps shooting at me!
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We're here to sort of try to sort out the situation, and the people, they're just bloody stupid. But we want to help you.
Just because I think trying to take some blood from a horse once.
Of course. But we're just here to try to help you, so if there's any time that's good for you to let us in, now would be the point, because they're not here, and the shooter is not awake.
He will shoot me. I'm
Good
not
start.
opening that door.
So the only reason he's trying to shoot people is he thinks they're vampires. If you come out now when daylight is blazing, he will clearly see that you cannot be a vampire and you will therefore not be shot.
No, he'll shoot me. He will shoot me. The villagers have told him I'm a vampire. I know they have. They're liars! Liars!
At this point, you hear him screaming,
I'm talking to them! They might get me blood! Shut up!
and he turns back round and he goes, "Sorry, you feel like you might be able to fill that bucket with blood?"
We can't do that.
You, Brian?
No one. Just fill the bucket with blood, and we'll talk more. We'll talk a lot more. Yes, more. Yes.
Well, see, we've
It is a
only got...
rather large bucket, good sir. What could you possibly need that much blood for?
Oh, personal reason. Nothing to be concerned about. I'm not a vampire. I mean, I'm vegetarian, don't you know? Which is another reason the villagers think I'm a vampire. But let's not get into that.
Yeah, Brian, we'll fill up the bucket. Wait here a while. We'll come back in a little bit with blood. And then you can let us in, and we can sort of save you from this mess.
Yes, you fill
yes.
the bucket with blood, and we'll talk.
Yes.
Yes.
See,
we'll
there
be
are
back
people out there
later.
who will help me. I'm not on my own. Shut up!
And Sneaky will get the other up in a little small huddle.
Guys, we should just sort of feel a bit like something that looks red, because he can't see if there's blood before he opens the door, so then we can just get in. I'm not really sure that he's actually telling the truth about what he does, but yeah,
So let's try to trick him to open the
We could
door.
always get animal blood and then add holy water to it to make sure she's all blessed.
You go hunt some varmints and steal their blood, yeah.
Well, you best be keeping away from Jet. I ain't having his blood taken.
We're not gonna go anywhere near super fast, so yeah, don't worry about it.
Maybe we can have a whip round in the village and everybody gives a little bit of their blood.
I think convincing the villagers to go through with something like that is gonna be really hard because they seem sort of dense.
I mean, my doctor said that all my drinking's been making me pee blood, so I don't know if that'll work.
So what we're saying is we take Balthazar to the inn.
To the inn.
Top
Yeah.
up on alcohol and wait for the
For the blood to come pouring. Yeah.
perfect plan.
Brian, you give us 5 or 6 hours and we'll be back.
Wonderful. You do that. Yes. But just be back by tonight. I need it by tonight. No reason.
We'll be back by tonight.
As pure as you can get it.
Well, there's a bit of wiggle room in there. I think we're okay.
Yeah.
You pick up the bucket. It's about a 50-litre bucket.
That's a lot of blood.
I mean, that's more blood than I'm pretty sure was in a person.
I'm thinking of waters and beetroots. Come on, guys. Have some imagination here.
Yeah, what we do, we go back to the inn, we get some water, we get some of old Balthazar's pea blood, we get... Sorry. I couldn't make it through that was 7. Hang on, give me a sec.
Finally broken, AJ.
Yeah? Okay, hang on, I'll give that another go. So we go back to the inn, we get some water, get some tomatoes, get some other red things, get some of old Balthazar's excretins, and we put it on a fire. We got ourselves a stew going.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Perhaps a bottle of food coloring.
Yeah, I heard you can squish bugs. They're a little blood and you can make some really nice red color with it.
Look, as we going drinking or not?
I think we actually are, finally.
Okay, so if you're done there, your choices for the next one are the castle, the blacksmith, the town hall, and the inn.
I think we're going to
doing
the inn.
Okay, just so you're aware, it's getting into afternoon time at the moment.
Drinking time.
Do the villagers have any cows or anything that we could get some blood from?
There are probably some cows nearby. Not sure where you get them from, but you could probably speak to either the town council or either the blacksmith or the inn about it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Turnip juice is kind of blood-colored, I would assume.
But maybe they're about to slaughter a cow or something and we can just get the blood from that.
Can you actually juice a turnip?
If you want
Yes.
it enough.
You can.
Juice anything.
Yeah, it's kind of white. Turnip juice is kind of white. I've seen it
Yeah.
on Greyish. And yeah.
Beetroots is better.
I might have been thinking of beetroots.
Slight difference.
Dangerously sober.
Oftenly used like in makeup and stuff like that for just the blood
In
effect. Yeah.
Turkey, the turnip juice is the national drink.
Not surprised. Nope.
What? It's the first thing that came up when I googled can you juice. I didn't
Yeah.
even know they had turnips in Turkey.
Why wouldn't they?
Because, like, they grow in, like, cold climates.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they import them, Bowery.
And you think that terms wouldn't grow like in warmer climates as well?
I'm not a botanist up now.
So if we go to the inn, we can actually check with the innkeeper and see if he knows any cattle around as well, and we can get some drinks into Balthazar and get him ready for his duty and stuff like that. What do you think?
Sounds like a dilly of a plan.
I'm on board, sounds pretty rad.
Going and having drinks sounds like we're just wasting time when we should actually be trying to solve the problem.
We are. We're taking Balthazar's leavings.
Yeah, we're getting Balthazar's pea blood, and at the same time we can ask about the innkeeper, because everyone knows that the innkeeper knows everyone in town. He can direct us to someone with bovine creatures, perhaps, or something like that. So
Yeah,
I'd rather get my information from the inn. Yeah,
Plus, we haven't slept yet.
yeah. Getting pretty heavy on the eyelids here as well. Yeah.
We pulled an all-nighter in the graveyard talking about plans and whatnot.
Yeah, and I want to drum up some publicity for when I jump this vampire. I don't think anybody's jumped a vampire before.
I don't know why I'm so tickled by
Bellry's character.
It's like one of the most one-note characters I've ever played, to be fair.
I know, but every so often you just come out with something like that, and then just my brain just short circuits.
So, you head off to the inn. As soon as you walk into the inn, you notice a rather large woman who seems to be in charge. She's sort of cleaning the bar itself, and you notice the bald, mustachioed man from the town hall drinking quite heavily at the side of the bar. The rest of it is quite quiet. What do you do?
Is that Ernest from the town?
It was Ernest, yes. Or Ernst.
Ernst. Well, howdy there, folks. Ernie.
Yeah, I'm trying to get drunk.
We're all trying to get drunk, friend.
But you don't understand. I need to know.
Need to know what?
Just you wait. I'll know soon enough.
You mean if we can pee blood as our friend over here? Is that what you're trying to
He
do?
looks at you just like, what the fuck are you on about? And the barmaid just leans down and goes,
You what? You're looking to pee blood on someone?
No, not on someone. Just in general. Balthazar here is a stuntman. He's got a lot of stunts up his sleeve, so... Or, in this case, up his something else, but yeah.
He's got a lot of what up his something else?
Speaking of stunts. Yeah, you know, he's got a horse.
He's got a horse up his something else?
Yeah, that might be it.
Out of this. That's a very different type of stunt. I don't think that's Balthazar's general kind of
we don't know.
Tease.
He likes jumping. Can we get 3 or 4 beers, please?
Yeah, and I'll have 3 myself.
I will also take 3 beers. Yeah, I'll just share mine with Asher then.
Okay, so you get drinks?
I thank you for the offer, good sir, but I do not drink.
Okay, sorry about that. I'll just drink one and I'll maybe give some to Ernst here, so he can pee blood as well.
I don't want to pee blood.
What do you want to do then?
Alright.
And he puts his hand in his pocket and he pulls out a massive bag of something and he slams it on the table and says,
Grimhilda.
And the barmaid goes, Really, Ernst? You've been married 35 years.
I've got to know.
Alright. Takes the money off him. And you hear her go, Broomhilda! And this massive, 7-foot tall woman walks into the room, picks up Ernst, puts him over her shoulder, and carries him up the stairs. Well,
alrighty then.
Seems that she's got company for the next hour, so it's just be you and me. So, you folks in town for long?
That depends. We're trying to sort out the problem with Wilfred, or Bill, as you know him, and the vampire and stuff like that.
He was out in the tree with the crossbow.
Oh, you mean Grumpy Bill?
Yeah, his name is actually Wilfred, and he hates being called Bill, but
I didn't know
that is
thought
just...
his name was Bill.
We're spearheading an awareness campaign to try and reclaim the proper name of Wilfred.
Yeah, and also try to, not disturbing him because he's trying to shoot the so-called vampire in the castle.
Vampire. Don't like having no
Yeah,
vampire around here. We'll get rid of it sooner.
We're sort of trying to actually expedite this business sort of a little quicker than hint Bill is trying to do it.
Oh, are you a blessed hunter as well?
No, we're better than that. We're a gang of adventurers with special skills and a stuntman.
You're all damned souls then.
We're contractors is what we are.
Yeah. I don't know about damned. I just live for the thrill. It's more like when the regular Joes don't get the job done, they call in us, the special forces. So, that's us. We were sort of wondering do you have any farmers around here with some cattle?
Oh, there's plenty of farmers around here. What are you looking for?
Well, we're looking for someone who's about to sort of butcher anytime soon.
I don't think there's any butchery due anytime soon. Most of us, I've just stocked I've got Astrid to stock a kitchen with salted meat, so I don't think we're going to be in need for a while, but I can ask around, maybe find out for you later.
Yeah, because we just need some blood. Mostly,
Blood? Why
yeah,
are you talking to me about blood?
We's gonna make black pudding.
Yeah, don't listen to our stuntman. He's not good at cooking.
I mean, that was a lie. That was a lie, Snicky. I forgot your name for a second.
Yeah,
It's a lie to get him off our team.
Honesty goes a long way, Sneakiness doesn't. But yeah, we're gonna have to need some blood to trick the old vampire to come out, and then we can take care of him. So that's
you want me
why.
to give you blood to give to the vampire?
Well, we ain't actually going to give it to the vampire. We're just going to trick him to come out of that castle. Then me and Cooper over here is going to jump over him.
Yeah, it's a magic jump.
Over him? Don't you know that's a sheer drop back down?
It's a magic jump. We have learned some really new special techniques. It's the state-of-the-art business. So yeah, he's going to do something called a kickflip.
There ain't no magic involved, only skill.
I see. So what is this kickflip?
Allow me to demonstrate. If you would all come outside.
Oh no, I ain't leaving this bar. Last time I left this bar, people came in and took all the best liquor.
Alright, I'll do it in here.
No.
Look and get in here.
No horse in here. He can stay outside.
Well, Balthazar, you can't show the trick beforehand. You gotta save it for the moment. Oh goddamn, your showmanship is as bad as your horse naming.
I don't know what you're talking about. Look is a fine name for a horse.
All this being said there, dear lady, I wouldn't be adverse to trying some of them salted meats with my 3 beers.
Well, I'll tell Astrid to make some up for you. You just wait there and I'll go.
Kindly.
So she goes off to the side room and you hear her. You come back to you. She'll be fine. She just cut her thumb a little bit.
Oh. Maybe she would like to give us some blood. Then.
Yeah, maybe we should hold the bucket underneath
you folks take blood to that vampire. He's a vampire.
We're not taking it to the vampire. Just don't.
But I'm not being involved if it's going anything to do with that vampire or one of his sultry buckets that you've brought in my bin.
Do you want to get rid of the vampire or not?
That's why we got Bill. Bill's gonna shoot him.
Well, have you seen Bill's shooting?
Yeah, he's actually quite good. It's just apparently people keep talking to him at the wrong time. He's not.
Oh yeah,
friendly
that's
folks,
what he said as well. But he's not. He's just a terrible shot and easily distracted at that.
Well, when he shot
that's
Mr.
why we're gonna
Goggins,
clear
he was
up
damn
this.
on target.
Oh yeah, exactly. So how did that go? Yeah.
He shot
I'm
Mr.
just gonna
Goggins
go
through the eye.
Yeah. And is it Mr. Goggins the vampire?
Mr. Goggins is dead. We buried him about a year.
Was he a vampire?
Well, he didn't come back from the dead, so I'm assuming Bill did his job right, then yes. If that's what your
Well, you can't
question
shoot
is.
a vampire through the eye. You have to shoot it through the heart if you want to kill him.
How
So,
do you know
I mean,
so much
you
about
can't-
vampires and blood? Y'all wouldn't be vampires, would you?
Why did you think we got hired? Because we know this stuff, because we're
Maybe
the
you
elite
got hired by
force.
the vampire to bring him blood. I'm on
Yeah,
to
maybe you just... Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit over here in the corner and be sultry for a while you guys take care of this.
Hey, I tell you what, though, just on the subject of sharpshooting, you want to see some real sharpshooting?
I'd rather not have any more shooting in this bar. Last time, Jane nearly lost an eye.
Nobody gonna lose anything, trust me.
I see.
All I need is a girl and a big target.
Oh, you can use
For
that
to stand
barrel
in
over
front
there.
of. Barrel, you see.
Yeah,
I got something special for you.
Yeah,
Maybe we keep the barrel
just
stuck for Plan B.
Don't
there,
let it
Balthazar.
leak all over the floor again. It's quite pungent.
What's it full of?
Oh, it's full of holy water.
Holy water, eh?
Yeah,
Now
we
you're
ordered
spelling
in.
that.
Everyone had to get their own barrel of holy water to make sure the vampire couldn't do anything.
What do you mean holy water?
Just looks at you blankly and goes, "No, holy water. It smells and tastes like holly.
And who was Holly?
Holly's the plant, dear.
I knew a lady called Holly once.
Did she taste like water?
An old prospector such as me doesn't kiss and tell. But no. At least it's not just me fucking breaking character the whole night.
Right, so, what are you going to do now? Are you going to try and fill this bucket? What are you going to do?
Well, I was going to throw axes around someone, but I don't think that's happening.
That is one way to get blood, though.
Well, no, because that's the trick is that you don't hit anything.
Why don't you use your friend there as a target? I'm sure he's an old prospector. He's bony enough.
Yeah, but it's gotta be like a girl to get the viewers interested.
Well, how about we see you practice with your prospector friend there, and if you're any good, maybe we can get Astrid to help you.
I mean-
all right now, Bathers. I don't. Well.
I've had a few, but I'm pretty steady. You just stand next to that wall, old G.
Okay, now, let's not be hasty now.
Alright, roll.
Shit.
Roll me
Can I add a
4d20 and see how your 4 axes that fly into the wall go.
Oh dear, I don't like those odds.
Am I making, like, any adjustments based on the fact that I've had 3 beers?
No, because your beers are taking any skill you had away. That's a natural one.
Oh no.
So, I didn't think we were going to use the plummet table in this, but apparently we are. 12.
This was all elaborate revenge for Bruce Wonglepong.
3. Oh, you only bruised his right arm.
Ow!
You do get a couple of quite large nicks in other parts of him. Are you going to go
God
for
darn it, Balthazar!
Are you going to go for
I admit
another
I am
dramatic
feeling
shot,
steady.
or are you going to finish on the 4?
I kind of feel like I should go for the 5th dramatic shot. It's going to be really dramatic, between the legs with my eyes closed.
Oh no. I may be old, but I still hope to use it again one day.
Oh no.
Your eyes shut, that's definitely a roll on the plummet table.
Oh no.
9. Left leg.
It's bifurcate. That's alright.
1.
It's not alright.
Loss. You slice clean through his left leg.
Ah! You cut my leg off there, Balthazar.
I mean, that's a pretty impressive stun with a little throwing axe.
There's a lot of blood everywhere now. All over the floor.
Someone get the bucket.
Get the bucket.
Yes, Sneaky's is gonna go in with the bucket and mutter to himself like, "Yeah, the elite gang. Yeah, right. Yeah."
Can we
Fuck's sake.
can we put the leg in the bucket as well?
You can't.
So that when we present it, there's just a leg sticking out of it.
Can I at least take the boot off of it? The resale value goes down on a pair of boots if you only cut the one.
And you guys know that the human body only contains I think it's 4 liters of blood or something like that. So it's not gonna be much for 50 liters of bucket. But Asher, do you have any reasonable idea to get this blood instead of these 2 goons going at it?
Do you have any reasonable way of reattaching my leg while you're at it?
Try sewing the leg back on, I suppose.
Yeah, we could
Don't
try
know how well that
sewing
would
it,
work.
yeah.
I'm not-
Oh, I
don't
like the
have
I
a
was
leg.
just planning on trying to take a little bit of blood from multiple different cows because they could spare a little bit without actually dying.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that how do we,
I'm feeling faint
Since
over
we're-
here.
since we're going to different locations all the time and we have set locations, how do we actually get to the cows?
The innkeeper's
That is
looking at
a-
you with just what the fuck's going on? As you slice
Can I just
clean
turn
through
around?
Jim's leg.
Can I just turn around and go back to my last pint?
Yep. No, you don't even open your eyes to
I'm gonna need to
Um,
drink to forget that scream.
Can we somehow try to sew his leg back on and try to heal him somehow?
Can you stop
Is
the
it
bleeding
possible?
first?
You can try, yep, sure.
Is this a standard roll or?
Do me a... what would you need for sewing a leg back on? You don't really have many medical ones.
I have tinkering.
Animal handling?
Animal handling is probably the closest, sure. If every one of you wants to try and sew his leg back on with animal handling.
Would this not just be dexterity?
Nope.
Oh.
I do have a
You-
2 in animal
You
handling.
vaguely managed to sew his leg back on. You can't use it, and it's still not attached very cleanly, but it's at least attached.
Am I still bleeding?
Yep.
So is it I'm imagining it facing 90 degrees the wrong direction as well?
I
Facing
mean,
the right way, it's
I-
just not attached very cleanly.
I should be able to do some sort of a magic arcana thingy to heal it up better so it actually works.
Please do.
Can I do
I'm
that?
running out of blood.
I am a magician
It's alright,
after
we're
all.
catching it all.
Roll, reattach the leg then.
Can you put it back in?
Do I use my arcana for that or?
Use your intelligence. Give me an intelligence roll. Close to roll a natural 1, you're probably alright. Yep, you're fine. You managed to reattach his leg. He's very pale, but at least it's reattached. And it still leaks a bit, but at least it's not pissing blood.
So put a bandage on that and you'll be fine. Right as rain. And now stop with these silly antics. We don't have time for this.
So,
This wasn't my idea.
I call that a success. What about you, Jim?
Ow!
Yeah. Now I see why they called you Old Jim. It's
Because I'm 64 years old. And my
It's
name
those. I'm thinking. I mean, we got a little blood. Maybe we should get back with that blood and just. I mean, he can't see the bucket from inside the door, so as long as he opens the doors, we
You've
can
got
just.
about 2 pints of blood. The rest of it's on the floor.
Yeah. Yes. That'll do.
Bar lady, you got a mop.
She just looks at you and says, I wouldn't trust you with a sharpened piece of wood.
Yeah, but like a mop, it's got that cloth on the end. That ain't sharp.
Yeah, but I think we'll get someone else to do it. Once you're gone.
Yeah.
Can I at least finish my meat?
Well, I mean, some of your meat was already finished, so don't finish off any more meat. Please.
I meant the solid meat that I ordered to go with my 3 pints of beer.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yep.
I need to
You sort of sit
regain
in,
my strength.
as I said, very pale. You managed to eat your meat and drink your beer. You're still very pale and quite wobbly on your legs, but at least you've had something. Your choices,
Beer was maybe not a great idea.
your choices for location are the castle, the blacksmith, the inn, the town square, and the graveyard. Where do you want to go?
I know, but think how much money you saved on beer by only having to drink 3 pints because of all the blood loss.
Is it evening now?
It's early evening.
Yeah.
Did we see any sign of Ernst coming out of the room with the large lady?
Nope.
Oh, I do like that Simone was like having relations while all that happened.
It's all popping off at the inn today.
Well, I'm thinking that we could go back to the castle and try to lure him out with that blood. Or we could go to the blacksmith and see what he knows. We haven't been there yet. To see if there's any info or stuff we can get from him. So what do you guys think?
Well, we gotta be careful the blood doesn't evaporate.
I mean, does blood evaporate or does it just like...
It's clots and gets dry, so you have a point there, Jim. So maybe go up to the castle and try to trick him to come out because we have the blood in
You
the
like
bucket.
getting while it's fresh.
Yeah. I mean, he might even be able to smell it if he actually is a vampire.
I think the gentleman we spoke to may actually be the butler or the valet of the vampire.
Probably, yeah. And he might be a vampire as well, though. And if it's real blood, he can smell it. Probably, so yeah.
He can't be the valet of the vampire because his name was Brian, not Igor.
That is
Ain't that how it
not a
works?
vampire. That's a Frankenstein one.
Yeah, but ain't all the vampire servants called Igor.
I'm lucky I don't have
Butler called
agoraphobia.
Renfield.
I feel like that's a reference I don't get.
It's a Dracula reference, probably.
I haven't
Yeah.
read Dracula.
Igor was the servant of Dr. Frankenstein.
Renfield was the doctor that went mad in Dracula, eating all the insects to try and become a vampire.
I was just going off like Discworld.
Well, all the references are jumbled up together in a big pile.
Yeah, nothing quite as high literature as Dracula or Frankenstein.
Well, I hope you then got my reference with the demon in the box earlier then.
Yeah. Like iconographs, you mean?
Yep, exactly. So, let's go to the castle then, guys, and try to lure this guy out so we can get into the castle.
You guys lure him out, me and Dingo will be ready.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to the castle?
Seems the most obvious
seems to be the
options,
plan,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As you approach the castle, can everyone do me an awareness check, please?
I was just going to say, are we assuming that Wilfred's back in his tree at this point?
He should be, yeah.
I am as blind as the proverbial bat.
Okay. So, as you approach, you notice that the door to the castle is open and a very stick-thin figure is like slowly creeping his way out from the front. In the distance you then hear, "Oi, Bill! and an arrow shots through and misses the skinny man by literally millimeters. You then hear him go, and he jumps back in the door and slams the door, and you hear like 8 or 9 bolts being slammed across in the very quick succession.
Guess we never did get round to making them signs for the graveyard, did we?
No, we did not.
At this point, in the distance you hear, "My name is not Bill!"
His name is Wilfred the Blind.
Has the sun set yet?
The sun is setting.
Yep.
Sneaky was outside.
Sneaky will go knock on the door. Yeah, it probably means that the butler is not a vampire. We sort of figured that out already.
All you can hear from the other side of the door is hyperventilating.
Oh, Brian, we got your blood. And we were standing in the way of any crossbows flying. So come out, don't worry.
He's going to shoot me. 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 He's going to shoot me.
Do we all get hit by projectiles every once in a while?
Yeah. Old Jim here got his leg cut off earlier today, and he's fine now.
You don't hear me whining about it for some reason.
No.
Sorry.
I have a good strong shield, good sir, and I shall hold it up in the way to make sure that any arrows fired at you should hit the shield instead.
Okay.
And if not, you had a good run.
Plus, we didn't go through all this trouble getting this bucket full of blood for nothing.
You hear a sort of rustling sound, and you notice a small hatch at the bottom, at the other side from the one you saw him run through open, and a smaller bucket is like sort of half pushed through and says,
Pour the blood in there. If it's enough, I'll let
Only
you
if
in.
you open the door.
No.
Otherwise,
I'll let you in. I've been wrong before.
Otherwise-
You shoot me. I can't. Shut up, I'm trying to talk to people.
Well,
Just
Sneaky is now going to chop the man's hand off.
I mean, I don't think that's going to do
With
a
my
lot
sword.
to win his...
yeah, but
I
he's
mean,
not
to win
ready,
his,
he's not out the door.
trust.
The only
Bit of
thing
an
that's like
escalation.
through the door is like a tiny
must-
bit of bucket.
If he gets a bucket out of the hatch, he must hold it with something, and that
No,
must
he
be
just
his
sort of
hand.
like pushed
right?
it towards, and it doesn't look big enough to fit through the hatch, so that's why only a little bit's through.
Okay.
Look, Brian, we really need you to be out here.
You
Yeah.
shoot me if I come out. You're on his side, aren't you?
Brian, I'm on the side of the stunt. And if you come out, I'll write your name in the stars.
You mean you'll kill me and send me to my ancestors?
No, not that. I mean, like, people will be like, wow, that Brian, it was really rad.
Plus, I'm just
quick-
here for the gold. Gold, I tells you.
Quick question, Brian. Do you want to be killed and sent to your ancestors?
Well, I don't think Eberswalker would be happy about that.
No, but do you want to be that? Do you want to be killed and sent to your
I don't
ancestors?
want the world to burn. It's going to burn.
Will
I
the-
need the blood. If I don't get the blood, the world will burn. The world will burn. Need the blood. Need the blood. The world will burn.
Okay,
Well, then
so,
come and get the blood then, Brian.
yeah, you need to come out here because,
We do not wish to waste any by trying to pour it into the slight bit of bucket that is currently visible.
You
yeah.
don't understand. If I don't get the blood, he will rise. He will rise.
Well, yeah. You
Well, then
won't
you
get
better
the
come
blood.
get it.
But if I
yeah,
open the door,
if you
you'll
don't
kill
come-
me.
No.
And that
What?
psycho in the tree.
Why don't you explain the whole situation there to us? We'll go tell the psycho in the tree not to shoot you, and we can stop whatever it is from arising.
I just need
Or we can
blood.
just leave.
It's a simple request. I just
No.
need the blood.
It's not simple because he thinks you're a vampire. That's why he's trying to kill you. But if we can tell him that you're not a vampire, he won't try to kill you, and then you can get the blood. It's as easy as that.
Then
And
go-
your life will be really
Then
much
go
easier.
tell him I'm not
Yeah.
a vampire.
Well, we need
We're gonna
proof
need some
that you're
kind
not
of
a
What
vampire.
proof
Yeah.
do you need?
We need you to let us in,
Why?
of course, so we can tell that you're not a vampire.
What?
Yeah, 'cause
What would that?
if you, like, open your mouth and you ain't got those little fangs, we know you ain't a vampire.
I'm not a vampire. I'm an archivist.
All right,
But, like,
then
you could be a vampire and an archivist.
if you just stretch out your hand instead of the bucket, I can pour some holy water on it, and I can see that you're not a vampire.
But you said you would cut my hand off.
No,
Hey,
you
say
didn't hear me
that.
say that because I didn't say that. So,
That
no.
was action instruction to the GM, not something his character said.
I don't know. Sounds like the kind of thing he'd say.
Well, it was just an instruction, not actually in character, so
okay.
no.
He's willing to like show you his hand if you're going to pour water onto it.
Yes, I'll pour some of the holy water on it. Yep.
Okay. You pour water on his hand as he sort of gently puts it out the flap, but very like shakily, as if he's trying to make sure you're not going to do anything to his hand. You pour holy water on it, it does nothing to his hand.
Okay, thank you. You can now take your hand back. We know you're not a vampire.
How do we know that was his hand and not just someone else's hand?
Well, we could actually ask him to put it out again, and then you can do a kickflip over it and see if it works.
Nah, just a hand on the floor ain't cool enough. It's too low.
Yeah. Okay.
It's gotta be the full guy.
So let's maybe then go down to Wilfred and tell him that he's trying to shoot a butler that's not a vampire. And maybe, make him do his fucking job instead of him sitting up a tree being annoyed and shooting bad as fuck.
Okay, so I take it I don't need to tell you where you can go. The next one, you're just going to go at the graveyard.
Yeah, come on.
Well, I want to go there. Yeah, so.
Okay. As you walk into the graveyard, you hear a easy, easy. I've got you, you son of a bitch. And you hear a and in distance you watch the figure of Brian fall off the edge on towards the city and roll down the hill. Bill lets out a yelp going, I got the bastard!
Big Willie Star, that was not a vampire.
I don't care. I got paid to kill him. He's now dead. I can claim my money. Get you the fuck out of here.
Paid to kill a vampire, though, were you not?
I was paid to kill him. That's the target.
You were
That's who I
paid to
was
kill
paid
his master, not him.
No.
You killed the butler, you fool!
He takes the
You
bit of
killed the
paperwork
butler!
He takes the bit of paperwork out of his pocket and shows you, and it says, the one that answers the door.
There, see?
Oh.
Him.
Oh, well,
It's only him I need to kill,
take
so
it back
I don't
then.
care. I'm now going to go and get his body, and I'm going to take it to the town hall, and I'm going to tell them to give me my money, and then I'm leaving this fucking hellhole.
Does it say who?
Well, that means the door's now open, so let's go back to the castle and deal with the real vampire.
Yes.
Well, hold on now. We weren't being paid for that either.
I don't care whether we were being paid for it or not. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah, and I ain't kickflip no vampire yet.
Yeah, you didn't just lose a leg, though.
Get over, you live by the stunt, you die by the stunt.
Well, I mean, Jim, you haven't paid your price either because the price is an arm and a leg, not just a leg.
Wait, what?
Okay, too hard a reference then. Okay, yeah.
No, I know the expression, I just don't see how it applies.
Well, since the expression is an arm and a leg, you only paid a leg, so you only paid the half price yet. So you have to stick with us while we actually take out the actual vampires because
No,
I don't
I'm
like
here-
vampires.
I'm here to get paid, not pay a price.
And then
Well-
you go back to the tavern and you drink yourself into a stupor, while the rest of us are going to go and rid the world of a vampiric fiend.
I
Well, I
mean,
got
that
your
does sound
permission,
pretty
buddy.
tempting, and I'll be honest.
Well, looking at it logically, we'd be paid to find out what happened to Wilfred and nothing else. But we should probably inform the townsfolk what happened and what not, and then maybe check in. It doesn't take long to get here and to get the guys. And then if they want us to take care of the vampire, they are gonna have to pay us a lot more money. So we can do
Well,
a
you
little
wanted
win-win
us to get
situation.
paid. So why did you stay around after we found out that Wilfred was alive and well?
Well, because I don't like vampires either. I have to solve the
It
problem
wasn't you I
somehow.
was directing that to.
Oh, well,
No.
I'm just going with the group. That was still in our purview, you see. We were moving Wilfred on. I assumed he was wanted back in the other guild folk. Hence why we were sent to find out what he was doing.
I don't know about you two, but I didn't come here for money. I
Well, I
came here
did.
to kickflip a vampire, and god damn it, I'm going to kickflip a vampire.
I mean, old Jim here is definitely just in it for the money. We all know that. So if we can just sort of convince the guys to get us some more money, we can all go together because I wouldn't want to go face a vampire in a diminished elite party. It's better with a full elite party.
What good's money compared to glory, boys?
And I mean, we
Having your
need someone
name
to...
known.
Yeah, we need someone to kickflip the vampire as well. So, yeah. It wouldn't be the awesomest moment of our lives. Just being the biggest heroes we can be.
You guys will be forever known as the guys who were there when I kick-flipped a vampire.
Okay, so...
Yeah, on your famous horse. What was his name again?
Ajax.
So, what are you doing then? The choice is you go to the castle or you go to the town hall.
Castle.
Like I said, I came here to kick-flip a vampire, and I ain't leaving till I've kick-flipped a vampire.
Okay.
Oh, very well. You're my ride back anyway.
Okay, so as you arrive back at the castle, you look down and you see that there is a massive amount of drinking going on in the town square. You notice Bill walking towards the stables, getting on a horse and just literally fucking off. Everyone else seems to basically have draped the body of Brian over the fountain in the middle of town, and everyone seems to be drinking and cheering and dancing and singing. You're now standing in front of the castle, the door is wide open and there's a small pool of blood on the ground where Brian was shot. What do you do?
Maybe we should check for some traps or whatnot here. I don't know if
Lights
it's
lamps so we
necessary.
can see inside the castle.
I was made from bringing light to the world, so I will make a little magic light for you guys so we can see.
Okay. So you walk.
I mean, that's my whole backstory, so...
You walk inside the door. Inside, as you imagine, there's a door with 18, 19 locks on the other side. It looks like it was heavily reinforced, so there's no way anyone could break in. It leads to a small corridor, and at the end of the small corridor, there's a single chair in front of a fireplace that's beginning to grow low. To the left of the chair, there's a table with what looks like a half-eaten bowl of porridge. On the table, there's a large bag of oats. And to the right, there is a very moth-eaten rug. It seems to be the only piece of comfort in this entire room. What do you do?
Balthazar, you could feed those oats to your horse. Give it the energy it needs to really get that total end-to-end 360 flip going.
I don't know about you, but you ever tried jumping a horse on a full stomach? It gets messy.
It's probably not gonna be full when we get there. It might be a while. We don't want to see you doing a nose dive or a nose flip or something like that instead of a kick flip, you know? Might want to get
All
more,
right.
you know?
Alright, Crash, let's get some oats.
Can we see any trails in the dust to see where people might have walked?
You just see that most of the spaces seem to be up to the small chair, to the table, across what looks like the rug, and then back again. Looks like he did a lot of pacing. At this point, the house all around you is creaking really loudly. Creaking as it's moving quite a lot, you know what I mean? Sort of way houses move when they... Yeah.
Guys, just a quick thought. Since we're probably dealing with a vampire, maybe we should just make sure the door is open and come back here when it's sunlight out, when the vampire is sleeping.
I can't jump no sleeping vampire.
It's getting to dawn now.
Okay.
I don't know why I want to do this, or even what I think will happen, but I feel like I should take a handful of oats and throw them in the air and see where they settle.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but I think it'll...
Roll.
Why not if I roll like that? It won't.
You throw them up, they get stuck in the chandelier.
I want to swing. Oh yeah, can't do that for copyright reasons. No.
You can swing if you want.
That's an introductory level stunt, guys. Basic pyrotechnics.
What have you got
Throwing
planned
oats
next?
in the chandelier. That seems like a cool stunt, yeah.
Well, next time you do it through an open flame and it creates pyrotechnics.
At the moment, it's more of a prank than a stunt.
Yeah. Sneaky's
really
just shaking his
epic.
head and just face palm right over his head. It's like,
Are there any other exits from the room?
There's a couple of, looks like doorways, but it looks like they've been barricaded from every other direction to make sure no one else could come, jump on them. You know what I mean?
Any sign of the archives he was supposed to be an archivist for?
There's a single book on the table. When you flick through it, it just seems to be full of old text. Nothing really useful.
Is there anything to indicate, a room beneath us? Like a hatch or anything like that?
Not that you can see at the moment, no.
I would like to do an arcana check in this room and see if I can find anything useful pointing us somewhere with magic. Can I do that?
Yep. Slight magic coming off the book, but as I said, there's not really much in it. It just seems like a book, a very sort of old book that doesn't really do much.
What's in it? Can we read it? Or can I read it?
Yeah, you can flick through it if you want. It just seems to discuss... For the most part, it discusses something called... Iba Sokog.
Okay. Get your Russian dictionary there then.
Can you spell that?
As long as you don't put it into Google, yes.
No, I was going to try and write it backwards.
And now we're going to try to put it through Google,
Well,
yes.
let's put it to Ash so that no one else puts it through Google.
Probably some language closer to that one, so yeah.
It just sounded like one of those funny words you get if you write stuff backwards.
So,
We'll probably want to go somewhere else, but if there's no exit from this room except for bar doors, right? I want to look up the chimney. There's a fireplace, right?
are you going to put the fire out first, or you can just...
Yes, I'm going to put the fire out, of course.
That's
I'm
not
not
much of
gonna
a
do it.
stunt.
You put the fire out and look up the chimney just seems to be full of soot.
Alright. Any of you guys are good at, like, dungeoneering or something like that? We can check for trapdoors or whatnot. Because I think we need to get out of here and not out the door we came.
Yeah, I'm not very good at any of that sort of stuff.
Well, who was Brian shouting to, though?
That's what I was wondering.
It might be voices in his head, but all those buckets has to come from somewhere. And,
They say the true enemy of a man is his own mind.
might be it, but something is not right here. Do you think that he was sitting here for months, just drinking blood every day and nothing else? I
Where
don't
did
think
the
so.
oats come from?
Yeah,
It looks like
Exactly.
you've stolen them from the stables.
They did say he'd been coming out at night.
well, he's been coming out a day as well.
Well, I don't see what difference that makes.
Maybe we should go talk to the blacksmith and see if he knows anything.
Maybe.
I think we're sort of bad on info here. Maybe this is just a delusional guy doing some weird shit with blood. I don't know. But I don't know where he got it from either, but someone must have been feeding him with blood if he's got all those buckets with blood.
Or, hear me out, maybe he just stole some buckets.
Well, I mean, it's dried blood in all the buckets.
Yeah, but nobody's seen them full.
Still need some more info, I think. I mean, we know his name. It might just be that it's just him and his delusions, and he was never a vampire. And the people just, as these stupid people do, just thought he was a vampire, and then hired someone to kill him. And,
Maybe he's the only one who isn't a vampire.
I don't think
I'm not really basing that on
Brunhilde
anything.
is a vampire
Just
either,
that
but
I'm-
yeah.
I'm starting to sober up and my knee is hurting where it was cut in half.
Yeah. I say we go down and get as much info as we can and see if anyone knows this Brian and whatnot. Because we don't seem to be getting anywhere here. If you don't have any other bright ideas.
Well, I mean, wouldn't mind a nap, but that doesn't really further this investigation.
Oh, you might have a truth dream. You never know.
Plus, I haven't slept for 2 nights now.
Yeah. And you got your leg chopped off as well.
There is something really strange with the time in this village, just going by far too fast.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I ain't seeing nothing worth jumping in here.
Well, you could do the jumping up a chimney with your horse stunt. That might also be awesome, but it might be a tight fit. But, I mean, you got your horse Slim Jim, so, I mean, it's cool. It will probably fit.
Who you calling Slim Jim?
Yeah, not the
This
whole
is
Jim.
it.
Slim Jim.
Oh, Jim.
No, this heat's Ghost.
Ah,
The list of names for admittedly dogs that I've got at the minute is starting to run out the cool ones, and I'm getting to stuff like Salsa and Turtle.
Why would you call your
And
dog
Wiggles.
Salsa or Turtle?
Maybe
I don't know.
you really like tacos and the show Entourage.
Yeah. The big question is still, why would you call your children dog names?
Maybe you hate
That is-
your children.
But also, you shouldn't call like a dog people names.
Why?
Like you can't name a dog Kevin.
With a C.
Oh no, that actually makes me really uncomfortable for some reason.
What, Kevin with a C?
7.
Yep, 7.
Yeah.
Oh no,
7.
stop it.
Lucky number 7.
Found Bowers Kryptonite. Getting my name tag with Kevin spelled with a C on it.
It doesn't
Why did you call a dog that?
Because the head chef at work is called Kevin, and he's just the biggest dick.
I think he'll be quite happy to tell the world he's got the biggest dick.
No, he's such a bellend.
Can we do a sort of a search of this room to see if we find anything out of the ordinary?
What are you going to search?
The walls, the chair, the table, everything. Just
Floor of the ceiling.
the floor and the ceiling, yeah, everything.
Okay.
How
Do you mean awareness roll? See what you
how
find?
wide?
How wide? Exactly, Barry. How wide?
How wide is the chimney?
It's about maybe a metre across.
Is that wide enough to accommodate a horse?
No.
No.
I was wondering if I could like ball of death up it.
You're welcome to try.
Do you know what? Fuck it.
This is
You
the end of
guys.
Balthazar. When he gets stuck in
You guys.
with his horse.
You guys hold on to your hats. You's about to see something real special.
Okay. Roll.
I believe we are.
Ball of death. It turns out I can't press it while holding control.
Charge the horse forward. If you try and pull the horse up the chimney, there's a sickening crack. I'm sorry, Barry. Your horse is dead.
Oh no. Pepsi.
What Binky?
What have I done, Pepsi?
How you gonna kickflip over a vampire now?
I don't know. What am I gonna do?
Redundant.
Barry's also now kind of stuck up the chimney with a dead horse under him.
Pepsi.
Can you see
It
anything
should have
up
been
there?
me, not you.
Let's try to make the best of this. Balthazar, can you hear anything up there? Can you climb up?
The only thing that's with me is the sense of emptiness and loneliness now that I've lost my best friend, Pepsi.
And the dead horse. Don't forget the dead horse is up there with you.
I'll never forget that.
Kind of tough to, I'd imagine.
I mean, it's still warm underneath me, yeah. More importantly, how am I going to finish the greatest stunt that ever happened now?
For a castle that's only been to get into one room seems rather small. Must be a way into the rest of the building.
Yeah, probably.
I swear I'll avenge you, Pepsi.
So, since you all rolled under 8 for your awareness, none of you find anything.
Except for Asher.
She actually rolled 9.
Oh. Still no.
Well,
In fairness, Billy
it's,
hasn't rolled for that because he's too busy being stuck up a chimney.
I would like to see that I'm too busy grieving.
So, should I ask how you're going to get out from the chimney with the dead horse stuck underneath you? Or am I just going to assume you'll just find
You
a way
said-
out in time?
You said it was like a meter wide.
Yeah.
Could I do that
Go
thing
up.
where you sort of like push yourself against each wall and like sort of try and climb up?
Are you going to spider walk your way up the chimney?
Sort of. You know, like Emperor's New Groove,
Yes.
where Cusco and John Goodman are tied together.
Yes.
Like that, but just John Goodman
Well,
on his own.
seriously, Bellery, it's just a meter wide. For a human,
Yeah,
that's no... You don't have to
That's
be
what I'm
two
saying.
people.
That's why I said, but just John Goodman. I was
Can
using
you do it though? That's the question.
Emperor's New
Roll-
Groove is an illustrative.
Roll me balance.
It's quite high. It's 5.
But yes, you managed to sort of shimmy your way up. So you're now looking out this chimney.
What do I see?
You see a roof, and you see a bunch of villagers all dancing round in circles as the sun is risen into the sky.
Well, that
Did you go
disproves why
past any
everybody
other
else is.
the other floors? You know, if you went past any other fireplaces on the upper floors.
No, he just seems to have gone up a single shaft up to where he is.
Doesn't pass
This
any other
seems-
horses either.
Seems like a boring little castle. My mind's eye
That's
is
a
not...
shack. There's got to be more to it than this building, or it wouldn't be a castle.
Yeah, we could just go back and just,
Everything is dead. That needs to be dead.
and
If
We
you
can
guys
just-
can get Pepsi out the way, I'm sure you can find your way up.
we don't want to.
Yeah, we might just go out the front door. I mean,
Yeah.
we might just go out the way we came in.
Exactly. You could probably repel yourself somehow down the roof or something. It seems to be a little tiny puny castle, so yeah.
Like, how high up is the top of the chimney compared to the roof below?
Compared to what you can see below, because the roof you're on slopes down to an edge, you've got about a good, let's say, 30-meter drop.
If I was to, essentially just sort of come off of the chimney now, would I be looking to break my legs?
Probably, if you didn't land on your neck.
That's a hell of a stunt.
It's 30
That's a hell of a
meters,
stunt.
that's 10 stories.
Yeah.
It's 10 stories high. And yet there's no other floors or anything we can get to. That just doesn't make sense.
Nope.
I mean, I got 5 meters of chain, but I don't think that's gonna help that.
I'm just gonna see if I got something in my inventory that can actually help you. Oh, well, let's see. I got some oil. I could actually spray on the horse and we can lit it on fire so it burns up and then you can go down the chimney again.
Nothing can go wrong with that plan.
Don't you be disrespecting old Pepsi like that. He was a good horse.
Well,
We'll carve you a representation of him out of glass or something, so you got a little crystal Pepsi to carry around with you.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a long walk to that one. Nah, cut that out.
No, I'm
No, leave it in.
Can everyone do me a balance check, please? Including, Bowery.
Oh, that was a
I have
very
no skill at balance.
I keep forgetting to add the +5, so, whatever 7 + 5 is. 12.
yeah.
Okay, everyone keeps their feet, surprisingly including Bowery, who doesn't fall off the roof. The building is beginning to shake beneath you.
Okay.
We should probably get out of here.
We should probably get out, yeah. I'm going out.
And Sneaky's just gonna go out the door.
Okay.
Could I somehow use my stuntman experience to slide down the roof in such a way that I don't horribly, horribly break every bone in my body?
Roll your balance, and let's see how this goes.
I've been imagining Balthazar in a full jumpsuit with lightning bolts on it and a helmet this whole time.
Oh god, yeah.
Talking
Yeah,
10
I've been
stories
there.
here.
I've done this
He's
as
not
well.
going to survive it. It's 10 stories.
Tuck and
30
roll.
meters.
He plummets.
He is the greatest stuntman in the world, though.
He somehow manages to land with only one broken leg. Somehow. As he's lying on the ground with his leg is horrifically disfigured. What are the rest of you doing?
Can I try and stand up
Leaving
in
this
front
impossible
of...
building.
Yeah, we're just standing outside and just walking away from it to a safe distance. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I try and stand up nonchalantly in front of all of the citizens and be like,
Wild Star.
He's okay, folks.
As you stand up and do this, you notice the younger council guy standing in the middle with his arms outstretched in a quick crimsony robe, and he says, "Everyone, it is time you welcomed our special guest. We welcome Ibsakok to this realm." And at this point, the building behind you splits in two, and this massive, several hundred meters tall, frog-like creature with a billion eyes rises from beneath the castle, and the sun goes dark. The world is ending. You have lost.
Haha, finally, an opponent who fit for a challenge. I charge!
Sure, but yes, this is the end. You have not been able to save the world this time.
We done fucked up, is what you're saying.
If only Pepsi was still here.
Seven, just what would you have done differently?
To do things as a group.
I would actually have gone out to the field and gone and hunted animals to get buckets of blood, but I didn't have the option of going and doing that.
Okay.
Well, I think the guy was actually feeding the blood to actually rise this guy from the ash, so we sort of need a bit more information.
He was subdued. He was using the blood to keep the thing from rising.
Yeah, might be
So we
as well.
needed the blood to hit him to stop the guy from rising.
Yeah.
I mean, we did have all of old Jim's leg blood.
It's true.
All the 2 pints of it, we needed more information on what this shit was to actually be able to do something about it.
My only regret is that I killed my horse before I could kickflip the Lovecraftian horror.
Yep.
That's your only regret.
And If we had done a better if we'd done a better awareness check, we might have found something in that room that would actually lead us somewhere else that we could have continued this stuff with, but we didn't. So that was the worst awareness roll in history.
I will just say,
all of us,
because I want this on recording, this is the one time I've ever said to you, you walk into a room, there's a chair, there's a fireplace, there's a moth-eaten rug, and nobody looks under the rug.
Well, I said, is there any sign of any hatch?
We did check the floor.
We did check everything.
Yeah, we did roll.
We just rolled really badly. Yeah.
Somehow you managed to miss the trapdoor under the rug, but yes.
In fact, these stupid moth-eaten means there's holes in the rug so you can see through it anyway.
But, alas, that is the end of the episode. So, Valerie, plug what we do, please.
Hey, we're Penance. We record dumb shit like this. This is Plummet, which you got me in, so that's pretty cool. And you've also got the other one, Abyss. Listen to that as well, even though I'm not there. Okay. Is that a plug?
That's pretty
As
comprehensive,
good as
yeah.
we can gonna get.
Good plug.
AJ, you want to plug your own stuff?
Yes, you can hear me and not see me on my own podcast, Pretending with Dice, where we also play games and stuff, and I write a bunch of music and things for it, and it's fun. So check it out.
You were going to say you can't see me, and then a John Cena noise was going to go from...
I don't really follow wrestling.
Wait, that's not the fucking Jim Cena theme. That's Guile's theme.
That's Guile's
Yeah, that is Carl's theme.
Yeah, that's Guy's theme, yeah.
Slightly different.
How does John Cena's song go?
Yeah. I've heard that, but I didn't get the...
To be fair, they're very similar. Like it's very similar to whatever you just did.
And on that musical bombshell, we will end this recording. Thank you very much, everyone, for being a part of it. Good night.
And keep watching the skies. Yeah. I don't know.
Does anyone else have a little tune they want to hum?
Da 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 da.
Someone has to pick it up, come on.
Somebody finish it. Yes!
Yeah!
There we go. And on that note, we'll end. Good night.
Thank you for listening to this episode of our 2019 Open the Dungeon Halloween series. The story was written by Nikolai Pupsky and Artie McNeil, with all music by Daniel Boström. If you would like to be involved in future Halloween recordings, please send us a message at Penance RPG. This year's episodes are also a part of the All the Horror 2019 collaboration. Check out #AllTheHorror on social media for more gruesome goodies. If you would like to support Penance RPG in future projects, or just think you'd love to have our Halloween logo on a shirt from our recently opened Teespring, links can be found in the description. Until next time, good night out there, whatever you are.